What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review, and today we're taking a look at the Generation Toys Scraper. Pretty creative for the name Scrapper. And yeah, this is that gravity builder slash devastator that they're making. And yeah, it's about a year old now. It came out right around TFCon Charlotte last year, and TFCon Chicago is right around the corner at this point. But I still thought he was worth taking a look at, especially a year later with the upgraded pieces that got sent with later releases and such. I know what you're thinking, though. You're thinking, weren't you just going to do Guardia's combined mode this time? And yes, I was. Except that after I filmed the review, I went to take some pictures with Vulcan with this guy, and this little red peg just kind of shot out of the arm there. And so I had to contact Make Toys and see if they'd send me a replacement part, just at least the peg here that allows it to detent, because it's just nowhere to be found. Same place your socks go when you put them in the dryer, apparently. But it's gone, and they're sending me a new part, so that's pretty cool. We'll get back to Guardia as soon as that replacement part comes in, and today we're going to look at the Generation Toys Scrapper. So yeah, he's a great front-end loader. He's got all the articulation you would want. I mean, really no complaints there. I suppose maybe he could use some hydraulics if that's your thing, but it doesn't really bother me. The rubber wheels, they roll just fine. One of the best rolling toys I think I own. Weapon storage, can't go wrong there. From the bottom, not completely obvious that it's a robot. And scales pretty nicely with your MP cars. What more could you want? So I know what more you could want. You could want a fun transformation. You also maybe want this thing to stick in better, and this is the replacement one that's supposed to stick better, and it just doesn't seem to do that. I mean, it really comes out all the time with no resistance. I mean, yeah, I don't like this part. This is the weakest part of this toy. Everything else, rock solid in my opinion. So let's get this guy transformed. You start by untabbing the gun from his feet and his crotch and the back of the legs here, and you can kind of flip these out just like this. Then we're going to come up to the top here, open up these side panels and these bottom little bits down here, and open up these little pieces like this, and that's going to let us split his legs, bring his waist armor in so we can actually close them up properly and bring everything down. Now that we've got this, we bring this around here, this piece down, and this is supposed to come over just like that. And now, whoops, should be like this. And now we got the foot. So let's do that again, maybe with some better words. Bring the waist piece down, bring the leg down, bring all this stuff down, come to the bottom here, rotate this piece down, rotate this around. This should peg in here, and I noticed that mine has this tendency to have this piece kind of not really work quite right, but I mean, whatever. It's close enough. It works as well as it needs to, I guess. And if you want, you can bring this little pipe down. So there you go. You got his feet. Simple, straightforward. It works. Not a huge fan of these waist pieces because they always seem to get stuck. But what can you do? So we got this. Let's come around to the back here. We're going to take this down to the back, and they don't plug in. They just kind of angle back like this. I think you can, if you want, get them to plug in. I thought you could. I don't think you can now that I'm looking at it again. It has been a while since I've messed with this toy. Anyway, we're going to take the arms, bring these down, bring the ladder, rotate this to the other side, bring it in, and I fold this thing on up. This black piece folds around and in, and I could have lost these black pieces and I wouldn't have been terribly sad. So let's see that again. And it's just like a little, it's an extra detail for the truck mode, and I just don't think it's necessary. So anyway, we're going to bring that arm around here. We're going to rotate this around bring this up like so. Bring this in. And we got that in position. Actually, let's do it this way, which I think is actually the way it's supposed to go. I think I was lying to you. The black pieces should be in the back there. So we got that. And we can bring these wheels up and back like so, just to kind of make them more proportionate for the shoulder, which I appreciate. And now we take this, unpeg this, the spring-loaded hands will pop out. If you don't want them to be doing this, just take them, hold on to them, and click on each side. It can be a little bit tough, but now you won't be doing the spring-loaded goodness. Bring it down and click it. There we go. And finally, the last piece here is to open the chest and flip the head out. And yeah, that's our scraper in his robot mode. He has this gun. It's got a fair little bit of detailing. I mean, some casted details. I'm not sure what this would be. A silver barrel, the handle. He holds it okay. I mean, it could be a little bit longer because it kind of points down, and angling it up looks a little bit silly. Yeah, that could definitely have been done better, but it's not terrible. The other weird decision they made is his eyes are actually cast in a, like, it looks red, but when you see it from the back, and maybe it won't show up on camera, it's actually orange. But for the most part, the way it lights up, I think it does okay. And I know some people, such as my friend Skullface, not a big fan of light piping. I don't have anything against it. I still think it has its place. And, you know, paint is nice too, but I'm not really one of those people who's in the anti-light piping camp, even though it can make your toy look a little lifeless on the shelf. So for reference here, he is standing next to your MP Sideswipe mold, and I think that looks just perfect. I don't think the Constructicons need to be towering behemoths over the cars. So let's talk articulation. The head is on a ball joint, not much up and down, plenty of side to side. You have this shoulder rocker here, nice little extra piece here just so it doesn't look so hollow when it comes up. You do have this shoulder here, and it actually can rotate down this way, which doesn't really make sense, but I guess you could do something like that if you wanted and you didn't think that it looks completely ridiculous. Waist right there at the crotch piece. I think does he have an ab crunch? I thought he did. I guess I was wrong. Like I said, it's been a while since I really messed with this guy. No ratchets on the thighs this way. Forward and back though, just fine. You will find his leg will flip like this because of the transformation there. Ratcheted knee. Ankle, you saw how that's on like this rocker piece that goes in and out, so plenty of articulation to be had. Hands are on a swivel, and then the joined fingers there. So nothing wrong with that articulation, everything I think it needs to be. So overall, I think this guy has some great presence. I just think he looks awesome. That said, it is a very stylized look, so if you're not digging the way he looks, it kind of gets worse from here, to be honest. More stylized, not really worse, but you know, you understand what I'm saying, I hope. Anyway, let's get him back to his vehicle mode and let's get out of here. We're going to start by taking his legs out, unpegging these front little panel things. These guys fold up and into position on each side here. Now the legs are always a little bit tricky because of the way that it kind of fits in. You have to have like a V here, and you should be able to close this back plate. That's how you know you got it correct. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. This kind of folds up and in. and we should be able to close that back plate, and then everything here should peg together. And that's how we know we've got the legs really where they need to be. Now we can take these guys, bring the foot down like this. This should come up and it should be able to peg into his knee here, and you should be able to peg this little tab on the back closed. So let's do that again. Bring this up, plug it in, and bring the foot down like so, and plug that in. So you have all that. You can get these panels out of the way if you want. They're probably going to go that way anyway. And take the gun here, and you can see it plugs in here and here. But that's not really all you do to secure these guys, because once it's in here, now we can bring these feet down, and you can see the long tab and the short tab into the side of the gun on both of these, and that's how you'll know you got the foot right, just like that. Now let's go ahead and deal with his head. Bring that in, good to go. Take the wheels, flip them forward, and they'll plug right in to those holes in the front here. Pretty nice style choice there, in my opinion. We'll take the hands, push them in, and then while they're pushed in, bring this around and click it into place. This does worry me a little because it is like a friction type fit, and I'm just not so certain that over time either the spring is going to go or the hand's going to go. I kind of want to take the spring out of this hand and just let the hand fall down and pull it into position. I feel I might do that. So next time you see him, he might be sand springs in his hands. Because I don't, it's neat, but it's not necessary, you know? Like, it's something different, but it's not that important to me. Anyway, we got this. We're gonna flip the arm around, bring this black piece around in place, like so. Now we can take this, bring it around. You know what? I think it goes straight up like this. I think I had it wrong previously. I don't know, because it locks into the ladder here. But that seems pretty high up to me. I might have had it wrong though from the beginning. When this is collapsed in, the arm pegs into the legs to further secure them, and this will come down here, and you can see it fits into that little gap in the front there to secure it in place. So let's do that all again. Bring this black piece around, unclip the ladder, bring it around, bring this up. All this stuff can secure in here, like so. And it plugs into the side of the body. Rotate this little ladder piece down, which I'm not even sure if it looks better like that or just tucked away in there. I haven't really decided. Either way, it's fine. Yeah, I think that is supposed to be up like that, but I don't care for that. I don't care for that, so I'm gonna go and put it like this again, even though that is not really correct. And we'll bring the plow down. So yeah, there he is, back in his vehicle mode. Simplistic transformation. Couple things that could work better, namely like these feet. Definitely the cab of the loader could definitely be secured better. I don't like that. And I just think like this little piece here, like it just, to me it looks better when it's down here than when it's up here. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to have it a different way in the robot mode, and I just am forgetting now, but it doesn't feel right sticking that far up. I never noticed these flipped up. If they were like that in the beginning, they shouldn't have been. I have a feeling I did it when I was messing with the cab. But overall, great toy. I like it. I feel like the set has gotten, for the most part, better since him. I still don't have long haul. Ooh, that's not very becoming now, is it? Let's fix that. There we go. I still don't have long haul, and I don't have hook. But everyone else in the set I really like. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.